What's up guys? It's Lunar Ara, and today I'm going to be going over what's in the first OG pass. I actually have everything in this pass now. I kind of just passively got it before even looking at most of it, but I did want to go over it and take a look at it. So the first thing we get is the Renegade Rebel skin style, and she's pretty cool. She's got a bullet belt on her shoulder and everything. It looks pretty sick. And then we get a Renegade Reaver Axe, which actually I think looks pretty good. I really like that. Next up, we get this banner icon of a messed up smiley face. We get a Renegade Rider, Glider, which is basically just a reskin of the basic glider. Pretty nice though, decent reskin. And then we have the Eternal Renegade gun, which has, like, I believe a kill counter on it, perhaps? I'm not sure exactly what that is, but it has a really cool skull here. Yeah, I really like the skull. It's pretty nice. And then next up, we have the Renegade Rebel loading screen, which actually looks pretty decent. I think this looks pretty good. I love the art. Next up, we have the Rebels Rucksack, which I think is one of the nicer backpacks in the game. It's got bullet details all over it. It's got a nice, cool metallic skull, license plate for some reason. I think that's the only thing that takes away from the backpack itself. And then it looks like the backpack might be like some kind of bullet canister, which is pretty nice. And then next up, we have the Rebel Bubble emote, which is a cool spray of Renegade Rebel blowing some bubbles. There's some emotes behind her. Next up, page 2, we have the emote of the little tank. And this is a traversal, which is pretty cool. It's a pretty nice traversal. It's just basically a scrapped up tank. It's got spikes all over it. It shoots a big old bang stick, just like the Joker's gun in Batman. It's got some rockets on this side. It's pretty cool. Pretty decent traversal. I think it's pretty cool. Next up, we have the Never Yield emote, which is a yield sign with Renegade. What was her name again? Renegade. Fucking Rebel. Renegade Rebel. With Renegade Rebel's fucking shadow as the yield sign, and it says Never Yield. I think that's pretty cool. Then next up, we have the Racer's Reaver, which I think looks a lot better than the actual Renegade Reaver. I like this a lot. The purple's really nice on the blade here with the magenta and the racing stripes. I really like it. Then next up, we have the Rebel Joy smiley emoticon face, which is all messed up. Looks pretty cool. Then we have the Contrail Wreckfall. Really nice contrail. I understand why they have the scrap metal there, but I kind of wish the scrap metal wasn't there. You know what I mean? It would look a lot cooler without the scrap metal, in my opinion. But it does look pretty nice. Next up, we have the Rebels Rucksack, but this is for the Renegade Racer. It's got some racing stripes on the side. The bullets are a different color. The license plate's purple. It has a magenta pink skull on the back of it. And the bullet canister is in gunmetal, which looks pretty cool. Then, of course, we have the Renegade Racer herself, and she's looking pretty good, too. I love that metallic magenta on the, I guess you could call that a helmet, and the chest thing she has on. It's like a crop top. Looks pretty cool. I like it a lot. And her goggles are magenta as well. Next up, we have the Rocket Wrecker, which is a pretty cool rocket-themed pickaxe. I think this would go really good with the Fallout stuff. I think it would look really nice with that. And then we have the Aerial Classic skin, which is pretty much just a camo skin with some orange for the guns and stuff. Pretty decent. Next up, we have the Home Base banner icon, which is just like a star with some wings, which is okay. Now we have the best backpack, I believe, in this pass, which is the Bomb Bag. I feel like this could go with a lot of different skins, and I really, really like it. It's got like a bomb on the bottom of it, I'm assuming. It's got a map. It's got a nice bag in camo with the star and wings. It's got a walkie-talkie on the side and a zipper on this side. Pretty nice backpack. And then we have the pilot's charm emote, which is the pilot dude just as an emote smiling. And then we have the aerial swagger as a spray. He's looking pretty swag. He's got that. He's got that swag. But it's a pretty nice spray. Pretty good artwork. Next up, we have the Royal Rider, and this is a camel, a camo version of the just classic glider. Pretty nice. It's not a camel version; it's a camo. And then next up, we have the aerial assault bomber himself. Looks pretty cool. I love his helmet. His helmet looks good. His bomber jacket looks good too. I think this is a decent skin. Pretty good. Next up, we have the bomb bag in brown, which looks pretty cool. It's like a tannish brown, kind of like leather vibe going on. I like it a lot. It's pretty nice. And they made the star and wings gold as well, which is nice. We have the aerial assault loading screen, which looks pretty good. Pretty good. Pretty good. I like it. The artwork's nice. I like how he's riding on a fucking RPG missile. And then next up, we have the rescue flares, which is pretty cool. It's pretty cool. Basically, these are supposed to be like the flares that come out of a helicopter or an airplane when a missile is getting shot at them. They'll launch these flares, and it'll distract the missile so it blows up or whatever. It's because most missiles are heat-seeking, so I'm pretty sure that's what those flares are for. But for some reason, they call them rescue flares. I guess it would rescue the helicopter or plane from the missile, but it looks pretty cool. And then we have a alt skin for the rocket pickaxe, which is called Captain's Wrecker, which looks pretty cool. It's just slightly like more of like a olive, like a tan olive, with some orange on there. It looks pretty decent. Pretty decent. Not my favorite pickaxe in the thing, but it's pretty decent. Next up, we have the jet signals emote, which is interesting. It's basically like guiding the jet to land or whatever, or take off or whatever. And then next up, we have Da Bomb as a emote, which looks pretty cool. I like how it has Da Bomb in graffiti. Then it has the pilot dude here. It's pretty nice, pretty nice. And then we have the aerial assault bomber as well. He's got a nice like leather tan bomber jacket on. It looks pretty cool. Oh, you can take the jacket off. Okay. All right. I didn't know that. I guess he comes with an alt. Okay, he looks pretty good without the jacket too. But I like him with the jacket because the helmet looks pretty badass. I really like that helmet. The helmet's pretty cool. Next up, we have the Wraith's Shadow Contrail. One of the coolest contrails in the game, in my opinion. I think it looks really, really cool. I like how it has like the black in the middle and then the white up on each side, and it like fades into like nothing. I think that's really cool. Then we have the Skull Royal emote, which is just basically a skull with a little crown on top. Next up, we have the Ghoul Patrol, or why Patrol? The Ghoul Portal back bling, which looks pretty nice. It's basically a coffin with a portal in the middle of it. And I believe that is just an optical illusion. I don't think that actually, like, dips in. I think it's just the way the effects on it, but it looks pretty cool. I like it. It's got a chain hanging down. It's got a skull up here. Some flaming eyes. Looks like Sans from Undertale. Pretty funny. Also, this guy looks like Sans from Undertale with his flaming blue eyes. Next up, we have the Skull Commander loading screen. Pretty decent artwork. Pretty decent artwork. I think it looks nice. Next up, we have the Spinal Slicer. This is a pretty cool pickaxe. Pretty cool pickaxe indeed. I really like how it's kind of skeletal themed, but yet metal. It looks pretty cool in my opinion. Next up, we have the Skelly Glider, which is a skeleton-themed glider. It's got a rib cage on the actual material part of the glider and some skulls on the wings, which I think look pretty nice. That's pretty much it with this. It's basically just a recolor, reskin of the basic glider. And then next up, we have the Laughing Skull emote spray, which is just, well, Skull Trooper looking like, he's laughing. He seems like he's Skeletor from He-Man. Meow. And then we have the Skull Commander skin. Here he is. Skull Trooper, but cooler. He's pretty dripped out. Pretty dripped out indeed. All his bones are like metal. His mask is metal. This looks pretty cool. I really like the version with his hood up too as well. I think the hood up is pretty badass. It makes him look like the Grim Reaper. Looks sick, I'm not gonna lie. And then for the last page, we have the alt version of everything, which is the inverted colors, which we have to start with the Ghoul Portal back bling. It's in white and black, basically the same thing, just inverted colors. And then next up, we have the home base banner icon with the skull, which looks pretty cool. And then we have a really, really cool skin here, and it's actually moving, like, there's, like, moving bones on it. I think this is a really, really cool skin, especially around the Halloween times. I really love the moving bones and the liquid effect inside of it. It looks so cool. I really like it. I think this is one of the nicest skins in the game, actually. And the liquid texture looks really, really cool. Looks kind of like goo, almost. Next out, we have the Out of My Skull spray, which is just some graffiti that says, Out of My Skull. It's got a little skull in the O. Pretty nice, pretty nice. Next up, we have the inverted colors for the Wraith Slicer as well. A really nice skeletal-looking metallic pickaxe. Pretty cool, pretty cool. Then next up, we have a Skelly Dance emote. He's doing the Skelly Dance. I guess this is what the Skelly Dance would be. Pretty interesting. And then finally, we have the inverted colors for Skull Commander, which is white and black with the black bones, or metal black, gunmetal black bones. I don't know exactly what the exact color would be, but I'm pretty sure it's like gunmetal black. It's not gunmetal gray. It's too dark to be gunmetal gray, but it's pretty nice. And for some reason, they didn't do his mask with that same inverted color. They kept it silver, which is interesting. Surprising, actually. But it looks nice. I think it looks nice. I like his hood up. I honestly prefer this version of him, though, where he's got the black undersuit and the bones are like metallic silver. I really like that. I think this looks a little bit better. But that is pretty much it for the OG pass. Pretty nice stuff in it, especially this skin. I really, really like this skin. And I really, really like this backpack. Nice backpack. Honestly, could go with a lot of things. And I really, really love this emote. It's a pretty nice emote. It's a great traversal, actually. I think it's awesome. Anyways, that's it for now. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you want to see more videos like this in the future where I look at battle passes and stuff, or just more Fortnite content in general, then don't forget to leave a like down below or subscribe because it really helps. Anyways, I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Bye.